Hi guys, going back to another one of my stories, and this one will be a little different from the last time. And no, I'm not doing Horror Jewel's full-on backstory, but I will give you the main part later in a different video. But not this one. This one is different, as it is a story from a later point in time. Because guess what? For the longest of time, I loved Planet Dollen. And anything I love instantly becomes one of my universes. Basically, Dollen, the cat, the other characters like Hellbent and Pringle, those guys, they're all at this like movie theater or some kind of dance show or whatever, and Dollen gets a glimpse of someone who looks very much like him but female. She looks very much like him, very white, except she's not wearing a Dollen hat, obviously. And she actually has hair, but it seems to be sticking to her head. She runs off as soon as she sees Dollen, and Dollen chases after her. Of course, the purple bird, don't remember her name right now, goes after him. So does the pink cat and Hellbent. Guys. Anyway, they follow them to a portal. Of course, they go into the portal. And what they find is another universe. No dur, this is one of my universes. And Dollen is super confused. And there are a bunch of people that look very much like him, start whispering to themselves, and one of them cries out, "Prince Dollen is back!" Oh, my stories were so cringy back then. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, look. Sorry, I'm distracted by a ladybug. Sorry. I got distracted by a ladybug. I did that in a previous video, didn't I? Or new video? Not sure, I don't remember if I posted it or not. Anyway, they're in this new universe, and people are calling Dollen a prince. And what seems to be his parents show up with crowns and say, "No kidding, he is back." Apparently Prince Dollen is back. Of course, Dollen has no idea what is happening. He's like, "Who the hell are you?" And they say, "We're your parents." Duh. In the original story, he was actually captured, but this feels a whole lot better. For some reason, it just does. Anywho, he's brought into a castle where a female, what they're called marshmallows, that is their species, she basically says she's been waiting for him for 5 years. After she had been assigned to him to marry to become the queen. Of course, Dollen once again has no idea. Just a moment. There you go. He has no idea what's happening. So he's like, "What? I'm assigned to somebody." And his parents are like, "Yeah, basically." A few days pass. Melissa, that was the bird's name. Melissa basically leaves, and everybody else leaves, and they're like, "Screw you, Dollen, you live here now. You don't live on planet Dollen anymore. It becomes Planet Shima. That's the cat's name. Why do I remember it when I just think about Melissa and Shima? I'm like, Melissa's the name of another character I've created because I stole Melissa's name and I'm very bad at doing that. And Shima because of a video of Planet Dollen where a whole thing, yeah, getting off topic. Anyway, creatures called cannibals, which are nothing like marshmallows, invade the Marshmallow Kingdom. The king, queen, Dollen, and his supposed-to-be bride. By the way, he doesn't actually marry her. She instead gets to marry Zaragamba, which is his unknown brother. And all of a sudden, humans and marshmallows are known to be part of the same group because Garadonda, or whatever his name was, is human. And Dollen is a marshmallow, so they can't actually be true brothers. This is 6 minutes about me just rambling about one story. Oh, goodness gracious. I can be so dumb sometimes, can't I? Anywho. Oh, excuse me! Goodness gracious! Okay. Well, the cannibals invade. And everybody's like, royalty, get down into the ground so that you don't get eaten. Because, stories. They do, and Dollen has no idea what's happening. Ask what the cannibals are. The cannibals are creatures that can only eat marshmallows. Everything else makes their stomachs upset. And sometimes, if they're healthy from marshmallows, incredibly healthy, I mean, they might as well be toxic to, well, the cannibals. I make it so the cannibals used to be marshmallows and stuff. Don't know why. And that's just what happened. Cannibals arise, steal some of the people, and one of the girls, which apparently they're twins, that brought Dollen and the rest of his friends to know about this other universe, apparently knows what marshmallows actually taste like. Mainly their bones, but she's like, it's fine. I'll be fine. It's only a one-time thing. I don't know. Gosh, I've been so dumb. Like, actually really silly kind of dumb. Anyway, for some reason, the cannibal that gets there stays there but doesn't eat anybody. Basically starts starving itself. When they notice it hasn't eaten anything in such a long time, guess who becomes their friend? Dollen. You probably weren't guessing that, but whatever. You're probably guessing like, maybe someone else. Dollen becomes friends with this cannibal that doesn't want to eat. 3 days or 4 days later, the girl that had actually tried marshmallow with flesh, by the way, Dollen's back home, the whole cannibal situation is done. He doesn't have to deal with the so-called bride because Garadonda, yes, I'm going to say his name wrong every single time, because his name is so weird. Garadonda, Garabamba, I don't know. I stepped on a rock. Ow. Anyway, they come back. And this girl's like, you know what? Cannibalization doesn't sound as bad as it's made out to be. Let's do some more of it. She kills her sister and captures Dollen. Because they're all very confused. By the way, there are other cannibals that won't eat marshmallow meat / flesh. but only in small amounts, so they can be on planet Dollen, where the prince of them is, because that's a thing. Oh, goodness gracious. This time of just me going on my video is so dumb. Oh, goodness. Basically, Dollen does escape, but he's like, screw you, lady. I ain't getting anywhere close to you. And she has a giant axe/hammer thing that is like the skinniest handle you would ever seen. It's like as skinny as grass. A blade of grass. And you're probably like, how the hell does it keep up? I don't know, I made this up. Anyway. This cannibal meets the cannibal marshmallow. And both her heart and her left, ear are taken. Now her left ear is constantly bleeding, as well as where her heart was supposed to be. But she's not dead. Many years pass, she still hasn't eaten anything. She is starving very horribly, and because Dollen is her friend and is a marshmallow, which meant he can help her with her starvation, he's like, seriously, just have something, have some. And she's like, no, I don't want to hurt you. And then Dollen notices like a white spot on her head, and it's squishy, and she's supposed to be brown, and he's like, is that normal? For some reason, Jewel and Pringle are friends, even though Jewel's creatures kill Dollen's species. That's another story. Another big story. Basically, the cannibal, her name is Trixie, by the way. I stole another name because I don't believe Trixie from My Little Pony deserves her name. Anyway, Trixie looks through the books and finds out that if a cannibal does not eat marshmallow flesh for more than 3 full years, she will begin transforming into a marshmallow. A week later, she is fully transformed. And she's like, what the hell? She's supposed to have 2 ponytails, but one of them is ripped off. Guess which one? I'm waiting. The left one. That's basically the story. It's kind of dumb. If you guys have any better modifications of the story, I'd love to hear it. Anyway, subscribe, like, I think? You're probably not gonna like this story. As well as click the like, not the like one. The bell thingy. Was it the bell thingy? Yeah, it's a bell thingy. Anyway, goodbye.